Over 150 years ago, a series of strange metallic domes were discovered in a remote area of Siberia. These enigmatic structures remain unexplained to this day. In 1854, Richard Karl Mach, a natural scientist and geographer, was commissioned by the Russian Geographical Society to lead an expedition into the Delui River basin. The expedition came to an area which translates into English as the Valley of Death. It was here, as mentioned in Mach's journal, where the expedition discovered several large metallic dome structures the locals referred to as cauldrons. The existence of these structures has been confirmed on 3 separate occasions since their original discovery. According to one account from 1937, there were at least 7 of these structures, each measuring 20 to 30 feet in diameter, with strange vegetation growing nearby. Some who have seen the domes up close claim that there can be found openings on the top of some domes, while there is no apparent entrance on others. The ones with openings, according to reports, have spiral staircases which lead down to 4 distinct empty chambers. These chambers are said to be warm inside, despite the bitterly cold temperatures outside and the lack of any obvious heating mechanism. Many have complained of hair loss and strange skin conditions following their being in proximity to the structures. Others claim to experience nausea and a persistent fever. In the most recent expedition to locate the domes, researchers spotted odd circular structures from an aerial surveillance of the area. The researchers went to this location on foot and found the ground underneath this strange marshy area to be very unusual.
It sounded metallic and hollow, so we thought that we found the sunken cauldrons. Then we found another place like it.
The researchers found a total of 3 spots with something metallic sounding underneath. What's interesting in addition to this is that they observed magnetic anomalies over each of these spots. They postulated that these 3 spots were the locations of domes that had sunken down into the ground due to the marshy conditions. However, others, including individuals of the local Yakut tribe, claim to have seen the cauldrons re-emerge from the marsh to shoot a, quote, fiery whirlwind, unquote, upwards throughout the years, presumably at some foreign object in the sky such as a meteor, only to re-submerge after the event is over. This is particularly interesting when you take into account this location's proximity to Tunguska, where in 1908 there was a massive explosion in the sky, the shockwaves from which leveled trees for nearly 800 square miles. At first, the Tunguska explosion was believed to be caused by a meteorite impact, but no impact crater was ever found, and the event remains a mystery to this day. The Yakut even have a story in their folklore of a time in the past marked by many explosions in the sky, when all the cauldrons surfaced to fight a battle against demonic entities. According to the Yakut, the cauldrons were part of a powerful weapon left behind to protect us by extraterrestrial beings. Shortly after the most recent expedition of researchers began wading in the marshy waters of the 3 anomalous spots, they began to experience bizarre and painful symptoms similar to those described in the legends, and were unable to continue the expedition.
But before they could explore the site any further, members of the exploration suddenly began to complain of strange, even bizarre symptoms, similar to those described in local legends.
I felt very dizzy all of a sudden. lost my balance, threw up, and had a fever. And I didn't know why.
Špatně. Nejdřív jsme předpokládali, že to je nějaká otrava.
I could not walk. I was losing sight. I could not drink or swallow, and the pupils in my eyes were dilating fast. So I thought maybe I got some poisoning. When I came home, I had a thorough checkup, and the doctors couldn't find any reason for my illness.
Many of these symptoms are consistent with that of radiation poisoning. So, is all of this evidence that extraterrestrials in the past set up a defense system on Earth to protect us until such time when we have the technological means to protect our planet against external threats? Even going as far as to make the cauldrons bury themselves when not needed, and putting in place measures to make sure those who come too close get sick, to serve as a deterrent against accidentally damaging the domes? Or perhaps against the improper or irresponsible usage of them? Or is there a more earthly explanation? Perhaps we'll find out for sure one day. Until then, we will be left but to merely speculate. Hey everyone, Drew here from Mad Cat Mysteries, and I hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. If you did, you can click on the subscribe button below. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.